Hi, I'm Trevi.
And I'm Kate.
And welcome back to our podcast called
6 Feet Above.
That was kind of off pitch.
Yeah, we're kind of off today, but we're back.
Evidently.
Okay, Trevi.
Please explain.
Okay, I'll explain. For those that are not listening or not watching YouTube,
I feel bad for you. This is a sight
no,
for
actually
sore
good
eyes.
for them. I am in an outfit in which contains my makeup. Looks like I made it look like I was crying. My makeup.
Mm-hmm.
My outfit's like a little all over the place, and
She has to say that because she was literally just crying in the car.
yeah, no, this isn't real. But Trevi walks in and was quite speechless, and she's like, "You good?" And I said, "Yes."
I could see you from over there. I didn't, this wasn't a, oh, wow. you
Okay,
look
so
like
let
you've
me
been
just
crying.
crack it down for you, and by that I mean break it down, crack it down. You literally Freudian. So
We gotta, wait, hold on.
yeah.
We got a comment on the last episode. It was just all lowercase, no periods, no commas. It was, take that damn plant down.
Wait, I like the plant.
I like the plant too. I'm keeping the fucking plant.
Yeah.
But I just looked over at the plant and it reminded me of that comment.
I didn't really look at the comments that much last episode. Were they nice?
I don't think anyone commented.
Okay, yeah, no one saw it.
If you are watching this on YouTube and you're driving or trying to fall asleep, you can listen to the audio version. The link is in the description. Okay, wait, go. Okay, sorry. Why are you crying?
Okay, I'm not, but first of all, I wanted to wear this dress, and I was like, the only appropriate makeup with this dress is this. It just like made sense to me.
Okay.
And then also, I had intercourse last night, right?
With
some guy. I have intercourse literally once a year. And
it's who I think it is.
Yeah. And fully, I was like, this outfit is kind of how I feel the morning after I have sex with someone. Because it's
the
like
look too.
the look, not just like that, but it's like, you know how you like feel I'm wearing like a little leopard shawl because you feel like ferocious and sexy after sex, but then you also feel a little bit sad because like
I was going to say the body's giving me like let's get it on, and the face is giving he just wants me for my body.
And it's like, this is really exactly how I feel when I have sex with someone that I'm not dating. Not that I want to date him, but it's just like, you know that feeling the next day where you're like,
I'm just a hole.
Yeah. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, those tears,
but you feel
those
a
are
wee
real.
bit melancholy. Am I alone on this?
No, it's kind of like when someone close to you dies and then you don't cry until like a year later. Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't compare that to having sex. But also at the same time,
I think
you kind of ate.
But honestly, though, I think like people process things in like different times. Like with some girls that I know who like get their hearts broken, it's like the immediate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes even for me,
Right.
for you, it may not hit me for 2 months.
Right.
It may not hit me for a month. Like my dog, one of my childhood dogs died like last year. I didn't like get remotely close to shedding a tear until like 6 months.
Yeah, that's real.
And like,
That's
it's
for me
not
too,
that like
yeah.
I was sad, but I needed to like,
Yeah.
Now that sounded like the dog dying.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus.
I don't know what that was.
But I feel like being sad the next day isn't even a bad thing. I feel like it's just so common when you have
in
sex.
America,
when you have sex with someone that you're not like dating, don't you always feel a little like, the next day? And it's not even bad. I don't know. Is that just me?
I don't know. Like, what about like right after?
Right after I'm on a high.
Right.
But like,
No, because
the next day you're like,
because like as soon as like if I'm doing something and like it's like someone I just needed it and it was like everything I needed to be.
yeah.
I'll literally, and this might sound like absolutely bad, I'll literally like take all my clothes off. Oh, they're already probably still off, but like
Right.
I'll get ready to shower, and like as the shower is on, like I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, I am so hot, aren't I? I'm like,
And then you break
I'm
down.
I'm like, no wonder he freaked me that good. And then I'm just like, I am amazing, I am great, I'm special. I'm like, just because, why does it take me getting to feel that? Because at the end of the day, it's giving male validation. I just spent a week with my mom, and she's like, you self-degrade a lot.
You do. And I remember like 2 years ago, you're like, I'm not going to do that this year. What happened?
Yeah.
It's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day.
But the Trevi Fountain in Rome was.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it really wasn't. Wait, but honestly, when you say Rome wasn't built in a day, like, I actually take that personally because, like, the fountain is literally there. So it's like, I'm actually a part of that saying.
And thank you for telling me that. I'm not going to, like, change what I said, but I appreciate your position.
But yeah, no, I don't think, as far as, like, what you said, like, I don't know about, like, the next morning. I think, like, as soon as, like, the rooster, like, wakes me up from my laptop, I'm just like, well, another day.
So you don't even think about it the next day?
I really don't.
Wow.
I think it's, for me, sometimes it's like, on to the next, or like.
Wow. And it's interesting you say that because it's like like you said before, right after it happens, I'm amped. So does that mean I should just be having sex all the time?
Always.
Okay.
Not kidding. I
can't handle that.
No, yeah. I don't, it's not necessarily like on to the next. It's like,
you're like,
I feel like there's people that you know that you with that like you just are fucking, and then there's people that you know that you're like, oh wait, I actually would like to get to know you.
Yeah. I think in the past 2 years of my sobriety, sex has become like a very big deal to me.
Really?
Yeah, which is why I'm just like, I have to do it with someone I like, and then the next day I'm just like, oh, that was a lot of energy.
Yeah. I mean, I still rarely have like full blown like sex. Like I'll play around here and there. But it's so fun. Like guys are just like, just because I'm down to do it, it's just like, you can't see you bent over.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. That's level 3. Right now, you're on Flappy Bird level 1.
Okay.
Try going over the few hoops first.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like to do that.
You don't like to bend over?
Because I know. Here's the thing. A lot of times, you hook up with a person, you never see them again. Now, why the fuck would I want to let that power go of me if it's a gamble that I may see them again?
Right.
If they are returning, first of all, it's also like leave them wanting more. Right?
Hello.
The one thing I'm good at.
One thing. The only thing she's good at.
One thing I'm good at. But yeah, I don't really know where somehow we're sitting on this couch in different outfits talking about getting again. I just don't really. I think we need to go on like a season 1 like sabbatical, like a 3-month like pay. Like I want to be getting paid. I want to.
But yeah, it's interesting though because me and you like never have sex
with each other.
Yeah. But like also in general.
No.
It's like so rare for us.
Maybe we should just start having sex with each other.
And then we'll never get sad.
Oh, and then you can hold the baby for me.
Okay, correct.
Because it's in the Santa Monica cryotherapy.
Found the cure.
To transgenderism? To what?
No, to being sad.
Oh.
Anyway.
Wait, so who was this man? Like, was this a date? Was this just like a come over?
This was a man that I've been talking to for like a few months. And he's not. No, that was my boot. And then I start crying.
More like 2.
Tweet. And yeah, no, we've been talking for a while. You've been like, hey, stop talking to this guy.
It's not that I don't think it's not that I think this man is like awful. I think that it's just a really sticky. It's not a really realistic situation.
No, it's not. It's like giving Grease all over again. It's giving Yanni all over again. With the guy that I went on a date with last night, I'm at a point with him where I'm just like, oh, this is like probably just a fling.
And God, like, I hope.
Yeah.
I also went on a date with someone this past week, and he now knows about this podcast. So if you're watching, hey. First of all, some things, God's planning is just like always right. Mm-hmm. This boy is gorgeous. He's military. It's San Diego. I was in San Diego.
Oh, it was San Diego.
So we're sitting down. It's at a cute little coffee shop. I'm like, should we just split an avocado toast? You know, he looks super cute. We're getting handed our avocado toast, and this girl notices me.
Oh my God!
I know, it was iconic. And I don't think he doesn't have any social media or anything, so he just like,
really?
Like I told him what I do for work, and I think like that being like our first interaction, like within the first like 15 minutes, I look at him, I'm like, you don't know what you signed up for.
No, because.
But you want to know how she noticed me?
How?
She said, I listen to your podcast. I know. I know. It's happening more.
Really? And what'd you say?
I said, yeah, that's me.
Oh, it's beautiful.
She's probably waiting for this episode to be like, I listen to this podcast. You always talk about how man aren't. There's a man across from you right now.
You're like, and your point.
No, yeah. So if you were serving me, I'm like, if you were serving Lux, no, if you were serving me in San Diego, California, an avocado toast, and you asked me that, and I'm here to tell you that I don't think my view on men has changed. Like my stance, I think that it's I think it's good to go out and try new things and have fun.
Yeah,
and
we'll still go on dates with them.
And you know what? And I almost shut it down because I was just talking to myself, beating myself up, and I was just like, well, he's always gonna be like traveling. It's like military. It's like I'm never gonna be like. It's just I'm like it never would work out in my head. But also just I think like practicing like a good date and just some good human interaction is always really good. It was really good. It was 5 hours long. We didn't expect for it to be that long.
Wow.
And we like ended up walking down. We walked like 2 miles on the beach because it was like right there on Del Mar. And I didn't wear sunscreen because I didn't think I was going to be walking on the beach. Turned into a lobster. Like I don't ever go out into the sun. Like that's why I'm wearing sleeves today because I'm absolutely...
Do you wear sunscreen?
No, yeah, when I know I'm going in the sun for a long periodically time.
Periodically?
Yeah.
Correct.
But I'm going to Cabo tomorrow. And
like
I'm still trying to
jet
recover.
setter.
No, because at this point...
Like for real.
No, like for real. Yeah, I don't really know. It was a really, really good day. And he made me like really feel beautiful. And
okay.
Like... It's just, it's weird because he told me, like, you can talk about me in your podcast. And I was like, no, of course not. Sorry, I lied.
So, like, we have to. What else are we going to talk about?
Lied.
Yeah.
Because, of course, he's going to ask me about that question. The girl literally was just like, hey.
Yeah.
I got to know you. So,
that's so cool.
What I just really appreciated about it is that, like, he didn't have the shame. Like, he didn't have the, like always feeling like he has to, like, look over his shoulder. Like, absolutely was 100% happy to be there with me.
Yeah. Thought
I was so beautiful. Kept telling me that. Holding my hand in public. Kissing me in public. In front of hundreds of people. Like, period. San Diego is not like a liberal.
Right. It's
like,
not.
And it's not like I'm walking around everywhere and everyone's automatically assuming that, like, I'm ass trans. But, like, if they did and if he knew, like, if he knew that they knew, he still didn't care.
Right.
Like, that's what I
love that.
So I feel like I really like deserved that. I don't think I've ever experienced that. Like
which is bonkers.
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
I'm glad you did because you deserve that bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
Yeah. I'm so glad.
I told my mom that and she cried.
Aww.
I know.
Well, yeah, it's like fucked up that you've never experienced that, but here's to the first of many. You're kind of like coming into your own and you just started like, you know, putting yourself out there again and
yeah.
You're like, at the end of the day, kind of recently sober. Like I feel like,
oh yeah,
not...
they didn't tell. They
didn't. Yeah, no.
Did I just? Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys.
It's like you're coming into your own, and it takes time, but it's the first of many.
No, yeah, but I've had like people not be like afraid to be like around me in public, like at night in LA, but like no one's ever like one-on-one, like during the day, like broad daylight, like showed affection, like. In that way. So it was a very different experience.
I'm so glad you had it.
I am glad I had it too.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to add about your date? I still don't really understand why you had to do the mascara, but I feel like
I was going to do that regardless because this outfit just calls for it. Like I was like I have to like I was like planning my outfit the day before, but then I was like, oh, a nice little touch is like that.
So
like,
you didn't do this here; you did it at home.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was actually
this was planned. But anyways, I just want to add that. Listen, I think sex is great, and this little melancholy feeling I feel, it's obviously dramatized. I want to say that I'm not like bawling my eyes out the next day. It's just, you know, that little feeling of like, that's what this is for. Am I making any sense? No.
No, but I actually like our energy this episode so far.
I just want to start like really getting into costumes each week.
Like, okay.
And so this is like the start of it. Like you're about to see some more dramatic shit. I think I kind of want to join
you on like some episodes, but I think that needs to be your bit.
I would love for you to join me.
I think my bit is that like womanhood is my costume.
Okay. Okay. Me about to agree, and I was like, oh,
No,
no.
all the terms like, we are not your costume.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, girl. Well, I'm like, I'm like, I can't remove this costume.
Because it's literally real, but
I kind of ate myself up with that one.
like, enough of that.
Me also in the first 5 minutes, I self-degrade a lot.
Yeah.
Also me, womanhood is my costume.
It's my costume.
Can we make that a part of our merch line?
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyways, all you need to know is you're going to be seeing a lot of alarming looks from me, and
I love alarming.
that's all you need to know. So this is the first of many.
I was reading the comments and someone was just like, "Why is Kate always wearing gloves?" And it's
Fingerless.
like, but it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like that's your thing. Like Nelly's thing. Remember Nelly's thing was like a Band-Aid on his cheek.
Oh yeah.
Me in 2016, I always had a bandana around my neck or like space buns.
You did.
Wait, so you knew who I was? As soon as I walked into the sober living, she was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
Obviously, I've done extensive stalking. But
This is your branding.
yeah, I'm like, we come to this studio once a week, and then we're having this amazing lighting. Why wouldn't I go actually haywire, like AWOL?
When you said we come to this,
You thought of Natasha Bedingfield?
No, I was immediately going to Nicole Kidman AMC.
Oh, that's what I
commercial.
meant, Nicole Kidman.
We come to this place for love.
Why wouldn't I dress up? Why wouldn't we dress up?
Okay, wait, so what did you go deeper on your date? Or I
honestly,
blacked out.
No, I went deeper on my look, but I was already gonna do this makeup even if I was.
Did you do
sex.
Lana
What do you mean?
backwards?
No, my God, no.
Yeah,
That's husband material.
really.
Even though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels like every other week you have a new fissure.
Okay. Well, that's because of my own issues, but
Right.
I digress.
I digress. This is the segment where we physically remove something off our chest that is either negative or positive. Quick little rant or a quick little story to share that happened this week. Oh, I have one. Duh.
Yay!
Like I said, I'm going to Cabo, and we had an issue because I got my passport last year, but I brought in the wrong documents for my name and gender change. Like
Nightmare.
I printed it from the court website instead of getting an actual court copy with just like the little stamp. The way that they could have went on the court website and looked at my case number right then and there.
On earth.
So this was the year that was really, really important because I was like, I'm coming back and I'm really like, it's May again and I have to go to Cabo. It's going to expire. So I have to redo it.
Right.
But I need to do it right. I need like the full 10-year passport moment.
Yeah.
And I just look different than I did last year. I fully face-apped last year's passport photo. And then every time they government people, and it's probably like really illegal to say, but like I was just like not like I just didn't look as I do now, but like the photo does because I face-apped it.
Okay.
I have a feeling that like face-apping or like editing your photos, like if you truly do believe that that's what you look like you become. Like
Whoa.
I didn't always used to look.
Now that's
like,
a theory.
No, I mean, if everyone's talking about manifestation, blah.
I guess that's kind of true.
I mean, think about when you first met me at the Sober Living to now. No, that's
so you
kind of
think it's
real.
all like the face app manifestation?
I think it's. I mean, that's kind of crazy to
Yeah,
say,
that
but
is.
like me not like taking into account like me taking care of my health,
Right.
Like, me not,
You're like, it's face
just
app.
because I face apped my passport photo. But yeah, I remember last year they were like, "Did you enhance this photo?" And I go, "Oh my!" I would like I reverse psychology them. I go, "Oh my, thank you so much." And she's like, "We'll answer your question." I was like, "No, I'm actually flattered. Like, thank you." No, I didn't. And then she like passed it on to her supervisor. And the supervisor was also just like, "This is definitely out of it." And I was like, "I used a box light. It has like a soft focus effect. Like, I could show you the file name. Like, just blah blah blah, blah whatever bullshit that came out of my
Just
mouth."
a web of lies.
Meanwhile, Kiss 1, Passion 2, Hair Volume 1, Tan 1. I'm like, what are we doing? This year's passport photo,
Quaint.
I went absolutely raw. Not a
You look
touch
so
of tune.
good. Insert here.
Honestly, yeah. Insert photo here. I will put the last year's photo too. And it also just looked like the last year just looked like a... Why are you laughing at me? Last year's photo looked like I just had so much makeup on. Like I'm not gonna always be at customs like that way. So
Right.
I went really soft.
Yeah.
I used
it was like a clean girl look.
Yeah, it was. I used all MAC products. You can watch my TikTok. I went to the passport office, and somehow miraculously I got an appointment like for the next day when I like. So
Wow.
I did everything, and then I like had to be there at 6:30 in the morning or something. So I like left my house at like 5:30. It was all the way on the west side. Didn't have a printer. Thought I printed everything. Had to print the rest of the stuff at the CVS. Like it was a whole thing. It wasn't that bad though. This like.
Really?
Normally when I went last year, I waited in the line outside. Like they tell like 200-300 people the same time. It's what you know what it's giving. It's giving me auditioning for X Factor.
It's an open casting call.
It's an open casting
It's
call.
me going to a casting call for V Files.
Yeah, it's just me.
That took 3 years.
It's me going up to the passport clerk and then her asking for ID, and I just go, "Girl, look at that body."
And she's like, "You're good."
And she's like, "You're absolutely an American citizen."
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no. So it was just a whole thing. Like I had to go to the court, get the right documents because I was down in San Diego, and then I walked outside the courthouse. And I was just like, I was feeling lucky that day. I like looked next door and it said the Social Security Administration, and I still haven't changed my Social Security like back end stuff yet. And I was like, I'm feeling lucky. I'm like, I wonder if they take walk-ins. I like literally walk into Social Security and I'm like,
it's all about confidence.
Yeah,
I bet they saw your strut and they were like, let's go.
I fully walk in and I was like, he's like, you have an appointment? I'm like, hell no. And he's like, well, you can put in your information on the kiosk. And then I got helped there too. So now it like helps anything that I had to do at the passport agency because the back end of my government like data is now everything's done. Like governmentally,
You're
all
good.
done now. Everything's done.
Your moons are aligned.
But like, do you know how long that took?
Yeah.
Like finally.
Wow.
Like there is nowhere that you can clock. I mean, unless you, of course, Google me. But
have they changed your wiki yet?
Not the formerly part, no. I like have to pay someone like $500 because the page is locked because people were like vandalizing my Wikipedia page.
Oh, good.
If anyone has any idea on how to edit a Wikipedia page that's locked, it says like my name and then like formerly and then it says like my dead name. So weird. Also has a photo of me that's absolutely 10 years old.
Can we not?
Absolutely crazy.
Kind of
none of this can be edited unless it's somebody that's like a wiki wizard or something. So if any of you are watching and want to do some charity work,
Hit me up.
hit me up. Not kidding.
Wait, you must feel so good.
Yeah, I do. I like to hold the passport book in my
Right.
hand was like, it was just real. Like it was just like so real. Like it wasn't a limited passport. Like they only gave me what I was saying is like the reason I had to go again this year is because like they literally only gave me a 1-year passport because I like didn't bring the right documents. But I was just it was a really smooth day at the office. Like I was just I think this
So
is a
rare.
positive off my chest. Like I just
Yeah.
went in there. I had every single document like in a folder. They were super nice to me. They got it ready for me the same day. Dad just printed it.
God.
You know how hard that is to do?
It's unheard of.
And I didn't have to pay for a passport rush service. Those are all scams, by the way. If you ever need a passport, you literally just have to book a flight that's like within 48 hours and then they'll like just do it on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wow.
anyway, I absolutely just rambled out of my but
So smooth.
it was government week.
Yeah.
That's this week's theme. Government week.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm all good. I'm like 75% packed for Cabo Wabo.
Right.
And hopefully I have some stories to tell next week.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited
hopefully-
for you.
It'll be like the 1 year since that one story that I told on here of the guy not
Right.
knowing
What
that
if he's there?
I was thinking that. 'Cause
Really?
It's like maybe they all go that time
Yeah.
every year. And it's the same week too.
And who are you going with?
Tana, Ty.
I thought she was on tour.
It's the last day of her tour. She's coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tana, Ty, our friend Renata, our friend Mads. And Makoa. My Makoa.
Love.
And then her Makoa is also coming.
It's going to be so fun. You're kind of just having a sleigh of a week.
It's a lot.
The difference right now?
No, because it's like not like an actual sleigh. It's like I have to do all these things like back to back to back to back because like I put them off for so long.
Right.
So
But like the thing with you is you do procrastinate, but you always get it done.
At the end of the day, that's real. The second draft lore.
Yeah, it's like, it's always last minute, but she always gets it done. I'm like, in the beginning, I was like, but now I'm like, oh, that's just her.
That's
like,
literally, I work the best under pressure.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
Yeah, no, I got to do that immediately or else these are real tears.
They are.
So, yeah, they are.
No kidding. So I don't really know. Take that as you will, but that was my off my chest. Take it away.
That was beautiful. Okay, so my off my chest this week is also positive. There I am on TikTok, right? And I get a message, and honestly, I might just read it. Okay, so she goes, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me, but I was the absolute shit show at the sober living that I worked at 2 years ago. I just made a TikTok and Trevi showed up on my feed, so I started watching her videos and then I recognized you and had to reach out. I also want to let you know I'm a 1.5 years clean now, and I wanted to thank you for being so kind and patient and non-judgmental when I was in NY. Anyways, I love your guys' podcast." And now that actually made me weep.
Really?
I legit cried over that. Wow. I think I've been really emotional all day about it. Cause like,
was this girl? Cause this was in the same time as me.
Right. For some weird reason,
she's right before me.
I thought you knew her, but
is this the girl that was like hiding shit in the shelves and shit?
There were so many of those. I can't even, like, I don't know, maybe.
I'm like, is this the one girl that brought substances into the sober living house? You mean absolutely
like,
everybody,
like everyone? Yeah.
Except me, because I was an angel.
No, because you were perfect. But I'll say, like, as much as we talked about that job and joke about it, and as much as I've been like...
That job? That was your job.
Yeah, I'm like, you were working there too, right?
Practically.
Yeah,
practically.
No. In a way.
In a way, I was.
Trevi was an unpaid intern. No, you actually had to pay them, so... Right.
Thousands.
But anyways, that job, like, you do take it home with you a lot. And like this particular girl, I was working one-on-one with her in addition to it. And I've never seen such a hopeless addict like in my life. I truly was like, I was like, really? There's like no hope for you. Like, I don't, like, I loved her so much too.
You obviously didn't say this to her.
No, but I was
Could
like,
you imagine?
I was like, there's no hope for you.
I think it's done. I think it's under the freeway you
like,
go.
You come across all these women in the house and some of them you're like, this is kind of rough. And she was just like so hurt and sad. And I had so much love for her. And I remember when she moved out, I would like Google her all the time because I was just like trying to find her. And I was like so scared, like an obituary would show up. I was just like, I loved her so much. So getting that message, I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like, and the fact that she has, okay, we're good. The fact that she, me actually crying. Okay, I'm a mess. The fact that she has like a 1.5 years sober, I was like, I just really didn't ever think that, like, bottom line, that job is really hard and you take it home with you a lot. And like, it's really cool to see people like, especially like you, that I like do this with you. And I saw you come in low-key hopeless. And then you were just like thriving, and I just see you thriving more and more. And then getting that message from her just meant so much because that work, as hard as it is, sometimes it feels, it's like it's no pay, and you really got to do it because you care. And like I did it because I care so much.
Right.
But it's like those little moments. I'm like, I'm so glad I did that. And that work is so important because like the fact that she remembered me and was like, you were so non-judgmental. I was like, of course, like you were sick. And like, I had so much love for her. And I just,
wow,
I can't believe she's sober. I'm so happy.
That's amazing.
If you're watching this, you're a slay.
Yes, you are a slay. I'm so sad I didn't get to meet you, but
she was
maybe
great.
I didn't need to back then.
Yeah. It was just like, she wasn't ready to get sober, you know?
Yeah.
So she was
it's like me now.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? I start crying again. But
that's special though. I mean, I'm sure you were really special to her. I mean, as you were to me. I mean,
and it's just like, you have no idea. Yeah. You're like, don't get that twisted.
Don't you dare mishear what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was really crazy because it was like, I would think about her a lot after she moved out. And I was like, she's never going to think about me again. And it's not like I was like, she's never going to think about me again. I'm like, she's worried about that. She probably won't even remember me, which is fine. And so getting that message is just, it meant a lot.
Well, you know what we like really like people don't talk about is like there are some people that you will meet in treatment centers and like they will fall off the face of the earth.
Yes.
Like you could be so, there was these two people that I was so close with in rehab. And like, I found out they relapse and like the texts aren't going through. Like I can't find anything. Like the Instagram is just like not active. Like you just don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Like the last girl I know, she like got caught in one of my rehabs with like I think it was like a meth rock or something, and then she like just hit the town again. I have never heard from her since, and I was like so close to her. Like she made me laugh.
Yeah.
Thing is about these people though,
they're so funny.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
They're so funny. Like brought so much. They make rehab so much easier.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's difficult because the funniest ones are obviously the ones that are like, and especially the person that, if she's really funny, like you said, like we're the ones that are like the most dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coice and a blessing.
Yeah. But, and then the other girl, she just straight up, like I didn't hear from her forever. And then I found out that she did die.
Yeah. That happens so much. Yeah.
Which was just crazy. Like she was my roommate for 60 days. And someone commented it on my YouTube because all the people in the rehab like, knew about my YouTube. And they're like, hey, I don't know if you know, but so-and-so actually passed away. And I was like,
yeah,
that's crazy that you just commented that on my White Fox haul.
Yeah.
No, I've never posted a White Fox haul, but that's just
White Fox haul. No, it is really bonkers. And I quit that job for a myriad of reasons. But one of the reasons was I was talking to a lot of people that have been in that job for like years. And some of them are just so jaded. They're like, yeah, this person died, like overdose. And it's like,
it's not that they mean to be insensitive.
Right.
It's like they
kind of like have to be in order to survive. Because like, I'm so emotional. I took that home with me all the time. And I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, I can't handle people like disappearing or dying or falling off the face of the earth. Like that job is fucking hard. And you get paid literally $3 an hour.
Me, literally you on Monday night when you haven't heard from me for the WeTransfer.
What? Literally.
Like, literally done. Like I'm literally never gonna hear from her again. And then me at 6 a.m. Tuesday.
Right, we're all
incoming!
Yeah. No, literally I'll be like, Trevi, Monday night, how are we looking for the episode?
And I'm like,
an hour before it. Yeah. Hour before it uploads. She's like, we're set. I'm like, okay.
Always get it done.
She always gets it done.
But yeah, no, I'm just thinking of the characters that like we had at the Sober Living. Do you remember the girl who,
oh my God,
from the Sober Living who like for some reason always missed her alarms to wake her up to wake her up for work, and she would miss it, and then she would get so upset that she was missing work. She'd always wake up like an hour later, and everyone else in the hallways is hearing her. They're hearing her alarms. What are you gonna do? Like walk into someone else's room in a Sober Living and be like, turn it off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like she'd always get so angry, but then she'd make it everyone else's problem. So then she'd wake the entire house up. She'd get out of the room when she wakes up late. Everything's her fault. Like, if she's somehow watching this, like, girl, I literally, like, I hope you're doing, like, the best ever, but this is just
You're, like, the worst version of yourself at a Sober Living.
You absolutely are.
Let's be real.
You absolutely are.
And mind you, I would sleep on the couch in, like, the bottom floor in the open room, and so...
Well, let me tell you why this is important,
I would hear everything.
But yeah, no, that's why this is important. Okay, because she would come down the stairs to where Kate was sleeping, like, on the couch. And every step was down the stairs was a stomp, and she'd be like, I'm so fucking stupid.
No, literally.
Keep in mind,
she'd be like, I'm gonna kill Blub. And I was like, what? And that's like what I would wake up to. And I was like, oh my God. And like literally I was like, this is the last day of my life. And I was like, oh no, it's just her.
And keep in mind, this house in New York City, like it was very, like it was thin. Like it was a thin house with like, it was 3 flights of stairs. So like if she's saying it down the stairs, like the sound is traveling up the stairs into everyone. It wasn't like
it was a stadium.
It was
if you will. It was the Rose Bowl.
One wrong fart that makes it to the top floor.
It goes rickety.
So I then remember she got so fed up that she like is so giddy about this package that like came to the house.
Oh, I don't remember this.
And I just remember being like, what the f*** is she so excited for? And I'm like thinking that like maybe it's like something of like
White Fox?
of like something of substance, right?
Okay.
Like something that like could make a person happy. And I go, what is it? And she goes, it's my new alarm clock. It shocks me to wake me up. And I'm like, what is actually absolutely going on here? Like, we're doing electrotherapy.
Like,
to
I
wake
don't
up.
know what I've gotten myself into.
So, like, jumping for joy. Like, is it Van Cleef? No, it's a taser.
Yeah, it's fully a taser.
It's a timed
that
taser.
Her roommate has to tase her every morning.
But hey, ever since then, I never heard a peep from her.
Really?
Again. I swear. So I get why she didn't get fired from her job, probably not.
Oh, good for her. And she was really like caring about people in the house.
She
too.
really was.
She would get, I remember how mad she'd get.
Yeah, she got really mad that her AirPods broke one time, so I gave her a pair of AirPods to like.
Oh, that's so nice.
It wasn't to be nice, it was to shut her up.
Oh, okay.
I think valid. She was just really like, you're always just so over dramatic in the beginning. Like, I literally, like, it was one of those times where she was just like, it was everyone else's problem that her AirPods were lost.
Yeah.
Take mine.
Right.
At that point.
Wow. Selfless queen. You should have worked there when you think about it.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I think that place, absolutely. Our group, though, was such a good group.
Your group was, I don't pick favorites, but it was.
But you do.
No. I didn't have any favorites in that house.
I don't pick favorites. Moves to the city that I moved to. Gets a podcast
has a podcast with you.
me.
No, but you guys were so fun. Okay, so another pretty bonkers story from that house is, a lot of addicts are also kleptos. And that's valid and fair. I'm like, that's beautiful.
It's all a part of the journey.
Yeah, it is. I'm not. You're not. Have you ever been a klepto?
One thing I ever stole was a few weeks ago, and it was a granola bar from a hotel lobby because I felt like I was going to faint. And they didn't let me pay because their credit card machine was down, so they only could take cash. So I stole a granola bar.
So you stole it. But they knew you were taking it?
No, I went to go put it back, but then I acted like I put it back, and I just put it in my purse.
Oh my God, did you feel guilty?
Not at all.
Good.
Because I offered multiple times to pay in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you want to write down my card number and charge it when it's up? Like,
right.
I don't have
do you
cash.
Want my passport?
I'm like, do you want me to literally give you the glug? So
yeah.
I gave options. Like at that point, that's not stealing.
It's kind of like you're helping them.
And I've stayed at that hotel so many times. Too.
Oh, you've given them so much business.
And I've paid the fees of that snack bar. It's ridiculous. Like it's $5 for a kind bar. It's $5 for an entire pack.
Yeah, literally.
So
they're scamming you.
Wait, so what? Tell the story.
Okay, so we had this thing where former clients would come to the house still after they moved out to test, pee test once a week. And so this former client who I literally am still obsessed with. I love her.
She texted me the other day.
I love her so much. She's so funny. So this is if you're listening, this is just, life.
You did it.
You did it. And so she came over one day. Oh God. No, because it's a funny part of the story. Literally all a mess. So she came over one day. There was this girl that moved into the house very recent. And while I was working there, and she was just so neat, she was so rich, had such expensive things, lavish girly. Ooh. So she had all these really expensive things, the Van Cleefs and whatnot.
Not the shocking vibrator, or not the shocking vibrator. No, that would be something. Not the shocking alarm clock.
No, I mean that's next level. That's priceless. But anyways, one time our girl, she came over to test, and she was like, "I'm just gonna go upstairs real quick," and I was like, "All right, do your thing, girl." And
this is the girl
This is the girl that moved out, so not the girl with the lavish things. And so the girl that moved out went upstairs to the lavish girl's room. And she stole a bracelet. And then she came downstairs and she was like, okay, well, I'm out. And I was like, peace. And then the next day, that night, the lavish girl starts freaking out. She's like, where the f*** is my bracelet? Blah, blah, blah. But
what kind of bracelet was
in
it?
a really calm way. I think Tiffany. It was giving family heirloom. But I know it was maybe her grandmother's she stole the wrong thing. If you're going to steal something not precious to her.
Right.
So everyone's freaking out. And this is why I was laughing is because there was another girl that worked at the Sober Living, and she had an interesting mind. And so she was like trying to do detective work to figure out who in the house stole it. So everyone was kind of like pointing at each other like, who did it? Who did it? Yeah. And so she said...
It's like me that one week. Do you remember I kept making it everyone's problem because someone ate my other half of my bagel? I like for an entire week I go, Brooke, I know you ate my bagel. And then she's like,
didn't you write it in the group chat too?
Yeah, the group chat name was who ate my bagel. I mean,
did you put your name on it in the fridge?
No.
Well, it's free. It's free reign.
Who's doing half bagels like in fucking foil? Like you sick fucks. Like you know that's somebody's.
Somebody. That's hilarious. I remember that.
Okay, but continue.
Anyways, so the girl that was working at the house was trying to do detective work, and she came into her shift later that night, and she was doing,
as she does,
yeah, and she was doing a room check in the lavish girl's room, and she said the room check. She was like, when I was checking her room, it smelled like farts. So she was like, what the fuck? And so she literally texts our case manager, and she's like, hey, I noticed that the room smelled like someone was farting in it, and I also noticed this one girl was eating eggs earlier, so I think it was her.
You're crying. Wait, no, she's actually crying.
Oh, the makeup's gonna look amazing. And I was like,
wait, I'm lost.
Okay.
So she saw someone eating eggs?
And so she was like, in the room smelled like farts. So
the main room?
No, the lavish girl's room.
Okay.
And so she was like, the person that stole her bracelet
was the girl
probably farting. And she was like, the girl.
You're losing me.
Okay, let me break it down. She went to check.
The girl that stole the bracelet was the one that ate the egg.
No. Okay. Listen.
Break it down,
Listen,
please.
let me break it down. Okay. So this girl is
Don't wipe your tears.
Yeah, you're right. Ruin the makeup. Okay, so
ruin the makeup.
This is the gist. This girl.
You're going out after this, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, this girl.
Okay.
Sorry.
So a girl working at the house had to do a room check in each person's room.
Yes, it smelled like farts. She saw someone eating eggs.
She went into the lavish girl's room, and she noticed it smelled like farts. And so she had this bright idea, and she was like, I saw another client eating eggs like the other day or something. And so it must have been her who stole the bracelet, because she was probably farting in her room from the eggs.
While stealing.
I literally saw her text the case manager that, and the case manager was like, don't really think that's enough evidence. When she told me, and she was so serious too, she was like, I cracked the case. When I tell you, I've never laughed harder. And I was like, that is a crazy thing to text your boss. And she was so serious too.
She goes, well, so that's so her coded.
That's so her. That is so her. But all you need to know is that whole debacle was ridiculous.
So how did they find the person who actually stole it? Did she give it back?
Oh no. Yeah, she did. So how we found out was, I think she admitted it.
Really?
Yeah, I think there was like security footage, because there was cameras in the house of her like walking out.
But that
like
poor girl.
Innocently eating eggs, and then
that poor girl
attacked for being like stealing. So just don't eat eggs in public, I guess.
I mean, that is kind of embarrassing. Like, imagine like sitting like in a food court at a mall.
Like eating scrambled eggs and looking suspicious. That's crazy. Eggs in public is kind of crazy.
No, now that I'm thinking about it,
let's talk about it.
Straight up like chicken period.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you
never
really... eating eggs again.
Well, that's what the vegans call them.
That's a genius, because now I never want to eat them again.
Sounds great now.
Should we go to a diner?
As long as you keep your makeup like that.
Yeah. I'll just keep crying.
Oh my god, that was so fucking funny.
was crazy.
Wow.
And so I hope that made any sense.
No, it wouldn't have if I didn't have to ask to clarify it, because you really made it seem like the case closed, like egg girl did it.
Like, imagine being accused of something just because you ate eggs. Did you have any crazy like roommate stories there? Or roommate stories in general?
I mean, one of my roommates was like a whole celebrity.
Oh my god. Okay, I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
We won't say who.
She was a girl like who played a lead role in a very, very, very popular TV show.
Yeah. And we were all like,
and they're like, of course they roomed the celebrities together. Duh.
shut up.
But
Period.
she was like, basically, I remember falling asleep one night. She's like, I just feel really comfortable. Like I feel like I can talk to you about like the things that are like bothering me that like other people wouldn't understand.
You're like,
She starts like, we're like, lights are off. Like we're both in our beds, and she's literally just like my publicist is just pissing me off so much. And
You're like, girl, get into it.
no, I'm like, no, because I literally have a list.
No.
I'm like, no.
We'll talk about it.
No, I got it so much funnier with the accent.
I know.
Because she was literally sitting there. She was like, oh, my publicist is driving me crazy. And I'm like, girl, shut up.
Yeah, you're like, she was sweet. I liked her.
She was sweet. I feel like she had like
she was a diva.
She had an undertone.
Yeah, she was a diva for sure.
Diva undertones, but
she was sweet.
As do I, like more so now than I did then. Because like back then I was humbled boots.
You were violently humbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now, like I get a few years, lose a few pounds, get a few implants, and suddenly, what, oh my god.
You're like, I'm kind of better than all of you. That's
no,
crazy.
it's literally.
It's a safe space to say that here.
Yeah, of course. So, like,
I agree.
The girls watching.
No, because the thing about roommates is that there's a lot of them, and you'll have a lot of experiences with them. And
You ever get jealous?
You ever get jealous? Danger.
It's all around
us. That's true. When it comes to roommates, I mean, I never went to a sober living, so I never had a roommate in that sense, but I'll say one thing. One time I was a horrible roommate in college because I was really drunk and I came home and I had a guy with me and I had a roommate, but I wasn't bringing him home. I was just like, you wait out here. I'm going to go inside and do something. And the something I did inside was I had to like shave my snatch because like I didn't shave it. And
what did you say you were doing?
I was like, I just got to talk to my roommate real quick. So I come into the room. My roommate's like reading. She was so wholesome. And I was like, you got to look away. I dry shaved in front of her. And then I was like
flakes going everywhere.
Yeah. She was like, help. And then I was like, gotta go. And then I think I just like dry humped him. So I didn't even need to shave.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same as living with a celebrity. No. When you think about it.
I literally do, because it's like dry shave, bad publicist.
But when you think about it.
When you think about it.
One and the same.
It's practically Coachella Weekend 5.
Danger.
It's all around us. Did you post for questions?
What's happening? I did.
I forgot to. Thank God. All right, we're going to move into the unnamed segment where we answer your inquiries sent into the Instagram. So take it away, Kate.
Okay, so the first one is how to get my girl to try pegging.
Have you ever pegged someone?
Question of the year. Like, I half did. I was holding the doy.
How did he approach that?
It was so bold. I mean, this was when I was drinking, but he just took it out. He was like, will you? And I was like, oh. First time ever hooking up. So it really helps that it's your girl.
Okay, yeah, I see.
I feel like a lot of guys, I mean, I don't know if you're straight or not, but I feel like a lot of straight guys are scared of asking this because they're scared that they're going to be seen as gay. It's the least gay thing on earth. I really believe that. I mean, I think it makes you straighter.
No, I know. It's the least gay thing to ask and like be open about it. Do I think an actual dildo going into your ass is the straightest thing you've ever done? No.
Yes.
I don't. I don't believe so.
It.
But I also do know that like people, like I do know that like men's G spots, are to me.
So of course you want to try it, and I would like open with that. Be like, listen, I know that like I have a G spot in my ass,
and I would like for you to help me find it.
Yeah, and like, what is she gonna do? Cry? Like throw up? Like, if she does, she's not for you.
Yeah. Or she just doesn't want a gay boyfriend. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm not king fetish. I'm not kink fetishing.
I'm not king fetishing.
I'm not kink shaming. No, truthfully, if it's like someone like that you know and you're like dating and you feel comfortable, like absolutely,
Yeah, you
just be
should
like,
be able
I
to.
want you to like with my G spot, yeah.
Like, come on,
Yeah,
you gotta
come on
spice it up in
now.
relations.
Guess who's jealous of Adele?
Right.
Beyonce.
I actually knew that reference. That's crazy. Yeah. So I
She
guess
equals Onika.
Okay, it's enough. I guess like sit her down, be like, you are so hot. I'm so attracted to you. I love having intercourse with you.
And I wish you had.
Right. And you have something missing. And just be like, listen, I'll buy it. You got to buy it.
No, but it was a whole, like, obviously I know that there's many different types of men and orientations and flexibilities and what they're open to. And, you know, it doesn't actually make you gay at all, because there's plenty of straight men that I've had fun with. I've never pegged anybody, but hey.
Never say never.
I'll say never.
Okay. That's a boundary.
That's a boundary for sure.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Next one is, what should I do if a man asks me for money? And this is coming from a straight woman. She said in the thing, she's a straight woman. Laugh in his face.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what type of man. If it's your father and he's struggling and you have extra money, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's your boyfriend and you guys always help each other out, I
Right.
don't know.
But
If it's a man that comes up to you on Barney's Beanery
and ask for a quick 20, a crisp 20,
yeah,
it's a laugh and walk away. A chuckle and walk.
you can.
Chuckle and strut. Okay, here's the next one. How to own a deer, or rather, how to tame and lead a pack of deer.
This
Okay,
is
so glad we got asked
I'm
this.
so glad that it's literally just something different.
Yeah. And
Um,
I feel like we could answer this.
if you have ever asked us in our Instagram how to be confident,
Oh
I
my-
quite literally love you to pieces, but I'm quite literally begging to watch any episode ever.
Yeah.
But wow, this person sounds like they're in a very niche community. What do you think he needs like a pack of deer for? Is that even the
wonder why
right
they asked
terminology? Is it
us.
like a herd? No,
Isn't
that's
that
sheep.
sheep? Yeah.
Just a hey, what can I get for you today? Just a pack of deer.
Pack of deer. I think that you just have to have like an entrepreneurial spirit and be a natural leader. And I think that
You have to wear like deer ears. Like,
yeah.
I think you have to do like
dress as a deer.
like full furry mode.
Okay.
Like become one of them, but let them know that you're the alpha.
Right.
alpha
Like wear
deer.
stilts or something. And
Yeah.
just really like own
Like-
the forest.
Like when like a car comes at you, like you stare at the headlights, but then you like quickly like you show them that you have reflexes.
Yeah.
Like they're like, damn, we want to be like all of our
Right.
friends just got hit by SUVs.
Yeah. But don't like die. That'd
Or
be
if
crazy.
there's like a human around, like instead of like running away, like run up to it. You know, like do
Yeah.
everything that like deer aren't, and they're gonna be like, wait, they're gonna judge you at first,
Yeah.
but then they're gonna. But then at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, wait,
Be the change you want to
no,
see.
but be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's giving trans deer.
It's
It's giving trans deer. Don't ever ask me another question again. Put that phone down.
Screaming.
Is it giving gratitude?
It's giving gratitude.
Begging. I'm begging.
kinda
I'm
am
so
too.
grateful that I got my passport. So grateful I'm all governmentally changed. I'm so happy that not only did you show up with a crying makeup look, but you cried
But
on
I
top of
cried.
it. I think that
I cried twice in this episode.
You did. Wow.
Sorry. Okay.
This because it's literally like spin the wheel. Like what
Yeah.
emotion is it going to be?
No,
this
I don't know.
You went through at least 17. This episode.
Fully.
Yeah, fully. Have you ever gone to?
Been grateful. Wait, what were you about to say?
You ever been jealous? You ever get jealous? No. You ever been to a psychiatrist?
No, should I?
Have you really never?
No.
Really?
I've never taken meds. You're like, perhaps we look into that.
No, I would never want to dull your sparkle.
Thank you.
My sparkle, unfortunately, leads me into psychosis and alleys. So
true.
I do love my Prozac, so I
Yeah.
just like stay happy, so I don't feel like I need to go out and do like. I mean,
Totally.
I don't believe it dulls my sparkle though.
Not at all.
Also, me last week, I just don't feel good.
Yeah, God. No, I think it like enhances your sparkle, if anything.
Oh, so you're saying I need drugs to be funny?
Exactly.
Okay, so that was the whole reason why I didn't get sober in the first place. So it's
Yeah.
honestly kind of triggering.
Correct.
That's a boundary.
No, I think it like allows you to be yourself.
I
Not
agree.
like,
well, I think
spiral.
I like low key like stopped taking my meds for like 2 weeks, and I was like, why am I depressed?
Yeah.
And then I was in San Diego last week. Oh, I'm grateful that I spent a week in San Diego with my mom, and I was just like back on like fixing my sleeping schedule and like taking my like Prozac again. I'm just like feeling better. Going to Cabo tomorrow. I think that'll help.
That's great.
No, at this point, it's just giving like I can only see up from here.
I see that too for you.
Ugh.
Sky's kind of the limit.
No, I don't even think that it's the limit.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
Why would you ever limit yourself?
That's so
Be the
true.
change you want to see.
Yeah.
What about you?
So true. I'm grateful for sleep. Been getting my sleep on lately because I struggle with that. I wake up at like 6:30 every morning without an alarm. It's kind of crazy. It's giving zap.
No, it's actual Zap City.
Right. And I think I'm also really grateful for that I'm not wearing a bra today.
I love that.
I usually wear a push-up bra on these episodes just because it like looks cute with my outfit.
You
But
don't
today I
need
kind of
it.
went full rogue, like
Yeah.
a steady Frank Gallagher kind of look. So everyone can actually shut up if they have a problem with it. So I kind of am giving Frank.
You low-key
if
are.
Frank Slade.
Or Fiona, honestly. I can't tell which one.
Okay, kind of like both, yeah.
I'm just
like-
Debbie.
Yeah. Oh my god, but lips hot. Grateful for hot men. How about that?
Yeah, they drive me crazy.
I'm
though.
always shitting on men, but I like when you're hot.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. To
Yeah,
say.
it was really like
I'm gonna cut that out.
No, you're not.
Okay, but like also shout out to the ugly men too, because
quite-
I'm into it too.
Yeah. Well, we love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Love ya.